I asked the members of this channel and fellow Tottenham content creators to send me recommendations for who their next Spurs manager would be and why. Ranging from Ralph Rangnick to Scott Parker, here's who they picked and why.
So, who would I want as the next Tottenham manager? Well, my first choice is just joined Bayern Munich. You can't blame him. There's not really much choice between Spurs and Bayern Munich at the moment. My second choice is a guy called Ralph Rangnick, who is widely considered one of the early visionaries of GGM pressing. It's been described as the best coach in the world by people like Jurgen Klopp. And he did a really interesting piece with The Coach's Voice, where he basically explained his philosophy as a football manager. And he lives his coaching life by these 3 C's. First one is concept. So he thinks that you should implement a specific DNA into the club so that even on a bad day when the players are looking terrible, you can see what the aim is. You can see what they're trying to do. The second one is competence. So everyone fighting for positions, making sure that everyone in their position is the best that they can be and making sure that they're doing it to the highest standard. And then the third one is capital. So, he can see that you need a bit of cash for success, but he doesn't think it's the main thing, which when you're talking about Tottenham, that's really important. He tends to like a certain level of control over a football club. I don't think Spurs will allow him that. So if in my heart of hearts, I don't see him coming. My third choice would probably be Erik ten Hag, who I think has done a fantastic job with Ajax. He's got a proven record of bringing young players through. He likes to play a progressive possession-based game. Dutch managers have had a bit of a struggle in the Premier League recently, so I think there was a minor gamble with him. But he's proven to have done it at a decent European level, and I don't think he'd be a bad choice at all.
I'd like to see coaching Spurs for the upcoming seasons. For me, I think it's got to be Scott Parker. I've seen the odds. He's 4-1 to come to Spurs. Now, obviously, odds don't mean anything, but I think with the way he knows the club, he's worked with Daniel Levy, he knows how to use a project, and he knows how to build a team. Now, obviously, at Fulham, it hasn't worked out this season, and they look like they're going to be going down, but that's besides the point. He looks like he can work as a manager, and working with Daniel Levy is something that managers struggle with, and it's quite hard to build a bond with him, and he looks like he's built that bond with him. And if he was to come in, I think we would get a couple of seasons out of him, and I think that this manager all depends on Harry Kane and how long Harry Kane is going to be at Spurs. Now, obviously, with speculation flying around, I'm not too sure how much longer he's going to be at the club, but without Kane, I think Scott Parker would be the one to look for, because obviously he is Premier League proven, but he's not proven to be one of the biggest teams in the Premier League. And obviously without Harry Kane, I think we're looking at this kind of calibre of manager, but with Harry Kane, I think we could be looking at someone like Nagelsmann possibly, but I'm sure a lot of other guys are going to be talking about Nagelsmann, so listen closely to them. But thanks for having me on, Matt. Bye for now.
Yo, Bob from Bob Spur TV. Who I would like is irrelevant right now until we get our board sorted, our board's identity sorted, and get their vision sorted. So for me, it doesn't matter who we get in. But if I did have a choice and they did get their act together, Ten Hag. Great reputation working with youngsters, playing fantastic football and being successful as well. But we would need to bring his entourage with him. But like I say, I can't get excited about a new manager right now, purely and simply with the board's mentality right now. Who knows? But if I had to choose one right now, and if everything was set in place, it'd have to be Ten Hag. Coming Spurs. Big up, Matt.
Hi, Matt. So the next Tottenham manager. Right, let's get into it. Nagelsmann was one of them, but now that boat sailed. Then Rodgers was my next one, but it looks like that was on the sail as well. But I'm looking at this Christophe Galtier from Lille. I really do. I think this guy is interesting. I really do. So when he first came in to Lille in 2017, he finished 11th. In 2018, he finished 17th. 2019, he finished second. Then he finished fourth in 2020. But now 2021, they are first with 4 games to go. And I just like he's lost some real good players. He's really good players over his time. But it's the way he's recruited some real good players. Well, the players he's bringing, as probably with Campos being there as well. I mean, it's a massive help for anyone, for any club when you've got someone like Campos. So yeah, I think this guy could be a real good manager for Spurs, and it's really one to look into. So he can bring the likes of Botman into the club as well, and the goalie as well. And you never know, he can even bring Campos along with him as well. That would be fantastic as well. So that's my one, Matt. Christophe Galtier will be probably my choice we should look at from now until the summer. Cheers.
Hello, Matt, mate. Hope you're well, mate. Quick video, obviously, to tell you my thing about Spurs' new manager. Hope you're all well. I'm Matt from Premier Hotspur TV, in case you guys don't know me. I'm the co-host. I would like Christophe Galtier. I think he's done a really good job at Lille. I think they've got the best defence in the league, so I think obviously we need a bit of solidity at the back. He could bring really, a player like Botman with him would probably change our defence, left-hand sided centre back. Since we lost to Tongan, I think we need it. I think he could also help the likes of Berg find other wingers that we have up their game. Look at what he's done with Bamber, Jonathan David. He's good with money. He knows how to, attract players, and I think he's pretty good with not much budget. It'd be great if we could bring Luis Campos with him as well. That would be the double package.
First of all, I want to say I hope one day Sarri watches these videos and watches my channel, because I'm such a big Sarri fan. I'm like his biggest advocate. My choice for next Spurs manager would be Mauricio Sarri. It's not just because of his great fashion sense, Mr. Miyagi type glasses, and smoking a roll up on the sidelines. There is substance. There's a lot of substance. His CV speaks for itself. Worked wonders at Napoli with a tight budget. Worked absolute wonders there. Got the job at Chelsea. Only lasted a season, but he won the Europa League. Finished third behind a very good Liverpool, Man City. Both almost reached 100 points. So, yeah, that's not much of a failure to me. And then he went to Juventus for a season, won Scudetto. And you can say, but they always win the Scudetto. Well, they're not winning it the season after this year, that's for sure. So they're his achievements. And now, the most important aspect, how he plays. Sarri ball! Sarri ball! Who doesn't like Sarri ball? A tiki-taka style, but slightly different, where it's vertical. As soon as the centre mid picks up the ball, vroom, 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 them fullbacks get up the pitch. They speed up the pitch. Explosive football. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love Mauricio Sarri.